Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting right into something, well, pretty fundamental. It's that question, am I really ready for something serious? For real love, real commitment.
Hmm.
So many of us want that deep connection, right? But what does being ready actually involve? It feel more than just wanting it.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely more than just a feeling, this desire, this pull towards a lasting partnership.
Mm.
It's not just about, finding the right person.
Right.
It's maybe even more about who you are when you show up to that relationship. It kind of forces you to look inward, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go beyond the surface stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Readiness isn't some final destination you arrive at. It's more like a state of being you cultivate,
Yeah.
something that makes you, well, capable of building and sustaining something real.
Okay, so that's exactly our mission for this deep dive. We're going to unpack 10 clear signs, actionable signs that sure you might be genuinely ready for that kind of love and commitment. Consider this a bit of a shortcut. We're distilling insights to give you clear markers, help
Yeah.
you figure out where you are on that journey.
And this is really tailored to help you, listening right now, gain some clarity. It's not about having a perfect score on some checklist before you're allowed to date.
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's
Mm.
more about sparking those aha moments,
Oh,
guiding your own thinking, your own growth. Understanding these signs can be like a compass.
a compass. I like that.
Yeah, pointing you towards becoming the sort of person you'd actually want to build a life with.
Okay, great. Let's dive in then. We're starting with what feels like the bedrock, the foundation of self. Two signs here that seem to underpin everything else.
Hmm.
First one, you know and accept who you are. Now that sounds straightforward, maybe, but what does it really look like in practice to know and accept yourself?
Yeah, it sounds simple, but it's deep. It goes way beyond just knowing your favorite movie or, what you like to eat. True self-knowledge, the kind that prepares you for something serious, means you're really honest about your whole self. The strengths, yeah, definitely those, but also
Those treacle parts.
exactly those habits or maybe emotional triggers you usually try to hide. Like maybe you always avoid conflict,
Yeah.
or perhaps you tend to um, self-sabotage when things feel too good.
Recognizing those patterns.
Knowing them and
Yeah.
accepting them, not just putting up with them, but integrating them. It means you're not constantly trying to be someone else to feel like worthy of love.
Okay.
You're ready to share the life you're already building, flaws and all. You're not looking for someone else to sort of uh, validate your existence.
That makes a huge difference. It's about showing up authentically. And well, if you're grounded like that, it must change how you look for a partner,
Totally.
which leads us right into the second sign. You're not searching for someone to complete you. I feel like we all absorbed that "you complete me" idea from movies.
Oh, definitely. That narrative is powerful.
But you're saying it's actually a barrier to real readiness?
It really can be.
Yeah.
Look, it sounds romantic in a film, but in real life, it's kind of disempowering.
Hmm.
Someone who is genuinely ready understands that a partner adds to their life,
Enhances it.
enhances it.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't fill some fundamental gap or void within you. Think about it like building something together.
Right.
You need two whole, stable individuals coming together to create something new and strong, not two shaky halves trying to prop each other up.
That's a great analogy.
So when you shift from that love as a rescue mission mindset
Mm.
and start looking for a co-creator, someone to build with, that's coming from wholeness,
Yeah.
not neediness, and that changes everything.
So, assuming we've got that foundation somewhat sorted, knowing ourselves, not needing completion, let's talk about the past, our histories.
Always important.
This brings us to our next theme, processing the past and embracing vulnerability. Sign number 3 is you've made peace with your past. That sounds like, well, a big job.
It is a big job, and honestly, it's essential for readiness.
Mm.
We all have history, right? Past relationships, big life events, some great, some maybe not so great, or even painful.
Sure.
Making peace means that stuff isn't constantly bleeding into your present. It doesn't dictate how you react now. It's about really working through those old hurts.
And understanding your role in them.
Yes, acknowledging your part in past patterns because, let's face it, we all have them. And crucially, learning from it all.
So you're not just dragging the same old suitcase into a new relationship.
Exactly. You've unpacked it, you've looked at what's inside, understood it, and you've grown from it. That frees you up. You can engage with someone new without projecting old fears or expectations onto them.
And that process of unpacking, it often requires opening up, doesn't it? Being willing to share those parts of ourselves.
It really does.
Which leads perfectly into sign number 6. You're comfortable being vulnerable. why is vulnerability, which can feel so scary, so vital here?
It feels risky, I know.
Yeah.
But vulnerability isn't weakness. Actually, I argue it's the bedrock of real intimacy.
Okay.
Being ready means you're willing to be seen, truly seen. Even the uncertain parts, the imperfect bits, the things you might usually keep guarded.
It's not just about sharing sad stories, though, is it?
No, not at all. It's also about having the courage to say, hey, I need this, or I felt hurt when that happened, or even admitting, you know what, I don't have the answer right now.
Expressing needs, clearly.
Yes. True connection just can happen if we keep all our walls up. If you can lean into that openness, even when it feels a bit scary, as a way to build depth, that shows incredible readiness.
Okay, so we've covered the internal landscape, self-awareness, past experiences, vulnerability. Now let's shift to the mechanics of actually being in a relationship.
The practical side.
Yeah. Our next theme, the active choice of commitment and communication. Because feelings alone don't sustain things long-term, do they?
Not usually, no.
Sign number 4 hit this directly. You see commitment as a choice, not just a feeling. I think this is where the fairy tale often crumbles.
It's such a critical distinction. That initial spark, that chemistry, it's amazing, it's important, but it won't carry you through everything.
Right.
Real lasting love involves conscious decisions. Every day, really. It's choosing the relationship, choosing to show up, choosing consistency.
Because when it's hard or boring.
Especially then.
Yeah.
Choosing to lean in during disagreements or when things feel stagnant. Instead of pulling away, it's moving past relying solely on that honeymoon feeling and stepping into what you could call intentional partnership. It's a deliberate act, building, staying, working through stuff because you value the connection itself.
And the way you make those choices, the way you navigate staying connected, that really comes down to interaction, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Which brings us to sign 5. You're able to communicate clearly and respectfully. Easier said than done sometimes, especially when emotions are high.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Communication is like the oxygen for a relationship. Healthy communication, though, it has a few parts.
Okay.
It means you can state your needs without feeling guilty or like you're demanding too much. It means you can actually listen to your partner. Listen to understand, not just to reply.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And it means you can handle disagreements without it turning into a fight where someone has to win and someone has to lose.
Trying to understand their point of view, even if you disagree.
Exactly. The goal isn't winning the argument. It's maintaining understanding and respect. Being willing to navigate that discomfort, to push for clarity, respectfully, that's vital. It shows you respect them and the relationship.
Okay, so if you're communicating well, choosing commitment, you're then in a place to actually blend your lives together more practically.
Right, the integration part.
Which is our next theme, shared life and independence. Sign number 7 is, you're open to sharing space, time, and decision-making. This requires real, tangible adjustments.
It really does. And you can see it pretty clearly. It looks like, being comfortable weaving another person into your routines, your weekends, your future plans.
Compromise comes into play here.
Big time. But seeing compromise and mutual support, not as like a sacrifice of your life, but as part of building a shared life. It's about making room, literally, like closet space maybe,
Ah, yes.
but also figuratively, letting their life intertwine with yours. Seeing that blend as an expansion, something positive, not something that takes away from your individual world.
So we becomes as important as I.
Precisely. A willingness to build that shared world where both people feel seen and valued in the decisions.
Now, this next one, sign number 8, might feel a bit like a curveball for some. We're talking about being ready for partnership, but the sign is, you're comfortable alone. Why is that a sign of readiness for someone else?
Yeah, it sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it really challenges that old idea that you need a relationship to feel complete or happy.
Right.
The truth is, actually enjoying your own company, having a life you feel good about, on your own, hobbies, friends, work you care about that doesn't feel empty without a partner. That's incredibly important for a healthy relationship.
Why is that?
Because it means you're choosing a partner from a place of abundance, not scarcity or loneliness. Love then adds to your already existing peace and fulfillment. It doesn't become a replacement for it.
So you're not expecting your partner to be your sole source of entertainment or happiness?
Exactly. You bring your own richness to the table, that self-sufficiency, that emotional stability. It's magnetic, it attracts healthy connections, and it helps sustain them because you're not operating from a place of desperation.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, as we near the end of our list, clarity seems to be a really strong thread.
Definitely.
Which takes us to our final theme, clarity and growth. Sign number 9 is you have clarity on what you want. Seems obvious, maybe, but how specific do we need to be?
It's often overlooked, I think. Having clarity here means you're past the stage of being vague about what a good relationship actually looks like to you.
So, thinking about values.
Yes, deep reflection on your core values, what truly matters to you. Also, knowing your non-negotiables, your boundaries. What are you absolutely not willing to compromise on?
And what you do want in a partner.
Yes, the qualities you genuinely value. But just as important is knowing what you don't want, what you're not willing to accept. And crucially,
What's that?
being okay with walking away if something feels fundamentally wrong or misaligned. Not settling out of convenience or fear of being alone.
So, it's not about a rigid checklist, but self respect.
Exactly. It's intentionality. Creating space for relationships that genuinely align with who you are and what you value, instead of just drifting into something.
Okay, and that brings us to the 10th and final sign. This feels like it ties everything together. You're ready to grow with someone, not just enjoy the good parts.
Yes. Because life isn't always easy, is it?
Definitely not.
This sign points to real emotional maturity, a long-term view. A
Mhm.
serious relationship isn't just about the fun times, the easy compatibility. It inevitably involves change, challenges.
Facing things together.
As a team, yes, adapting, evolving as individuals, but doing it within the commitment you share. It means being open to growth, even when it's uncomfortable. Open to learning more about yourself, about your partner, constantly.
So, growing with them, not just sort of
It's
next to them.
beautifully put. Not just growing around them or expecting them to say exactly the same. If you're genuinely open to that shared evolution, that journey of growth together, that shows you're in a very ready, very healthy place.
Hmm.
That's what builds resilience.
Wow. Okay, that's quite a journey through those 10 signs. It really highlights that readiness is, well, it's deep work, isn't it? It's about self awareness, honesty, taking care of yourself, and having that growth mindset.
It really is. So much more than just wanting someone.
Yeah.
And hopefully listening to this, if a lot of these signs felt familiar, if they resonated with where you are, that's really encouraging. You're likely in a really good place, a season of readiness for something deeper.
And if not, if only a few clicked.
That's perfectly okay, too. Seriously, just becoming aware, just noticing, maybe I need to work on that one. That awareness is the first, most powerful step.
That's a great point.
Remember, love really does start with you. And getting ready isn't about frantically searching for someone else. It's more about becoming the kind of whole, evolving person you would want to build something lasting with.
That's such an empowering way to frame it. It invites you to just keep focusing on your own journey, making it richer regardless. Some incredible insights today.
Good. And maybe just one final thought for you to carry away from this deep dive.
Okay.
If you were to actually sit down and write a personal relationship readiness resume based on everything we've unpacked today, what new skill or maybe experience or self-awareness insight would you add to it this week?